You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be arrogant.
Being held for debt. He did not pay a debt because the money team is not real. That's not real. Francis Ngannou has a promotional team. Those aren't real. There's just people that will really let you tag into the back end because they're locked into an old school boxing business model, and you got to have the tax identification number.
A recent exchange has sparked widespread discussion across the boxing community after Mike Tyson addressed reports claiming Floyd Mayweather is dealing with a $500 million debt. Tyson openly questioned the long-term impact of Mayweather's spending habits, cautioning that a lifestyle built around constant luxury can become difficult to sustain. Drawing from personal experience, Tyson referenced the financial hardships he endured after earning hundreds of millions during his career, only to see more than $300 million disappear. He suggested that the kind of high-profile, lavish living often associated with Mayweather could present serious financial risks if not carefully managed. Tyson's remarks served as a reminder that even the biggest names in boxing are not immune to economic trouble when expenses begin to outweigh stability.
You gotta save money, not spend money. I used to be a guy that spend money all the time. And then I said, oh shit. When I didn't have it, I wanted it. Now I have it, I don't want this shit.
Mike Tyson made history by becoming the youngest fighter ever to claim the heavyweight championship, and over the course of his boxing career, his earnings were estimated to fall between $400 million and $685 million. However, despite bringing in that extraordinary amount of money, financial trouble eventually followed. In 2003, Tyson sought bankruptcy protection, disclosing that he owed approximately $38 million in debts at the time.
However, as for the people who have gotten money just recently, they are seen spending millions on upgrading their lifestyle. And it's not a surprise that they end up losing all their wealth in the next few years. Mr. Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, earned over $400 million throughout his career, but filed for bankruptcy in 2003. Tyson allowed others to control his finances, didn't review his bank statements, and overspent on things like cars, jewelries, and exotic animals. He admits that his financial illiteracy and trust in others led to most of his financial issues. Some of his most interesting purchases include $580,000 on a birthday party, $2 million on a golden bathtub. The choice is yours.
During the height of his success, Tyson embraced an extravagant lifestyle that included purchasing several luxury homes, keeping rare animals like Bengal tigers, and investing heavily in lavish gifts. Over time, those expenses took a serious toll. He later shared that the last $1 million he had was spent on entering rehab, and after leaving Las Vegas, he found himself in a position where he needed to borrow money just to secure a house. Reflecting on that chapter of his life, Tyson has since emphasized the value of understanding how to handle money properly. He now speaks about the necessity of financial literacy, explaining that substantial earnings can give the illusion of long-term security if they aren't managed with careful planning and restraint.
Mike Tyson, that made tens of millions of dollars during his boxing career, and right after his career, when completely broke and bankrupt, quickly realized that he was making a mistake, still had some revenue streams, took that money, took his name, took his brand, turned it into different businesses, turned it into different assets, and is now making more money than he did when he had his boxing career.
Nice.
What has the peaks and valleys of that allowed you to learn about money?
It was interesting. I didn't possessing it. I just was a young kid having fun.
What do you consider a lot of money to be?
I don't know, $1,000.
Oh, please.
You know, anything, anything.
Do these figures sound correct? Made around $400 million during your career?
I don't know, it could have been.
Yet end up spending more than you made, and at one point were like $50 million in debt?
Yeah, that was amazing too. But
how does that happen?
Just being reckless, young and foolish.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., widely recognized for completing his professional career without a single defeat and for cultivating a bold, high-profile persona. is believed to have earned over $1 billion from boxing. Known by the moniker Money Mayweather, he regularly puts his wealth on display, from flying on private jets to maintaining an extensive fleet of high-end cars. Despite bringing in extraordinary revenue, questions have surfaced regarding how he manages his finances and the direction of his post-career fights. His exhibition appearances, in particular, have faced scrutiny from critics who argue that these events prioritize entertainment value and spectacle over genuine athletic competition.
Did you believe that you would be the champ? Well, it's not just the champ. I'm the champ on the outside, too. I mean, to make over $1 billion, I didn't do it by myself. What I did was I surrounded myself with a great team, meaning you can't think you know it all. If it was a person that was strong in certain departments, I wouldn't have got the best person for that. What I believe in doing is surrounding myself with all smart people. That makes me that much more smarter, because once you surround yourself with a smart team, then it makes things that much easier.
What do you do with all this money? I mean, like, do you actually use it? I mean, are you using the cash?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
I know that. But, like, do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
No, that's not what you do. You order it. You can order it.
Oh, you can?
And when you order a certain amount, when you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck comes to your home.
Wow. Having experienced firsthand what can happen when immense wealth arrives quickly, Tyson has occasionally commented on the way Mayweather handles his finances. In earlier remarks, he seemed supportive, expressing the view that Mayweather had earned the right to enjoy the benefits of his achievements. But as time passed and Tyson developed a more reflective outlook, his stance evolved. He began highlighting the potential dangers linked to uncontrolled spending, pointing out how vast amounts of money can create an illusion of invincibility and long-term security that may not truly exist.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? What's up? Hey, professional party thrower Adrian Broner goes across the country, gets charged $10,000 a pop. He used to be a boxer. Would you ever do that? Like, would you want to come to my house and cut the turkey?
My fucking awesome.
How much would you charge to cut the turkey at my house on Thanksgiving?
30 cents.
30 cents? So you do it for free, practically.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner, you think that's a good career for like a boxer trying to promote himself as a party thrower?
Big time, dude.
10 grand?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh? That's what you do. Hey, dude, you're a legend, man. It's good seeing you.
Take care.
The experiences of Tyson and Mayweather reflect a broader trend that has surfaced repeatedly in professional boxing: the challenge of navigating sudden and substantial wealth. Many athletes in the sport, after rising to prominence and earning enormous paydays, have struggled to maintain financial stability, in some cases ending up overwhelmed by debt or forced into bankruptcy. That Tyson's candid admissions about his own journey serve as a cautionary example. His perspective underscores the importance of understanding how to manage money wisely and making careful, informed choices when dealing with significant earnings.
You know what money really is to me? Me, Mike Tyson. Money is a false sense of security. Some people may think I got the billion enough, I can't even die. And it takes one mosquito bite or one bad night with a wrong lover, just one shot with a bullet, and it's over. It's over before a flash in the eye. It's just life is this. You feel invincible with money. Okay. You feel like you can't even die. I always tell people this: if you think a lot of money is gonna make you happy, you never had a lot of money. The purpose of the money for me is to enjoy it with people and be happy. No one's gonna be happy spending all the money on themselves.
When large earnings are directed primarily toward luxury and self-indulgence, the long-term impact can be damaging. While ongoing rumors about Mayweather's finances continue to attract media attention, those reports deserve careful consideration, especially in the absence of confirmed evidence. Beyond the speculation, the central takeaway remains clear: financial responsibility matters. The lessons shared by seasoned champions, such as Mike Tyson, highlight how essential it is to approach wealth with discipline, planning, and a clear understanding of how quickly circumstances can change.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather. He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated. and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
What would it,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
Over the years, Mayweather's lavish way of life has consistently drawn public attention. In February 2025, during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, it was reported that he spent over $1.13 million to secure a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium for the event. Beyond high-priced event experiences, he has also highlighted his preference for rare and exclusive items, once unveiling a watch collection valued at approximately $100 million, further reinforcing his reputation for embracing extraordinary displays of wealth.
If somebody right now in here hit the lottery, the first thing they're gonna say is give it all to me, because they don't know no better. Because rich and wealth is two different things. When you're rich for a short period of time. Riches is short term. Wealth is long term. You can have 100 million, but if you don't got no game plan, it's gonna be gone. So, if I didn't know what I know now, they'd gave me $100 million when I was young, I probably would off. But with a lot of time, a lot of experience, being around the right people, I knew about balance. I knew what I wanted in life. So even like when I get like Monday, I got a wire coming for another 20 million. But I don't get moved by the money no more.
Despite the extraordinary sums he has earned, Mayweather has also faced significant tax responsibilities. At the beginning of 2025, he disclosed that he had paid in excess of $18 million to cover tax obligations, underscoring the scale of financial commitments tied to income at that level. Such substantial payments, combined with his well-documented luxury expenditures, have fueled continued debate about the long-term durability of his wealth.
There may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break. Until the fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Records indicate that Mayweather had unresolved tax liens from earlier years, including a $7.2 million debt originating in 2010. In paperwork submitted to the U.S. tax court, he explained that while his net worth included substantial assets, a large portion was invested in holdings that were not easily converted into cash, limiting his ability to pay the balance right away. That he sought additional time to address the obligation, noting that he anticipated covering the amount after his 2017 fight against Conor McGregor, when the earnings from that event were expected to provide the necessary funds to resolve the liability.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
On an episode of his podcast, Joe Rogan explored the notable differences between Tyson and Mayweather. He pointed out that Tyson, at roughly 220 pounds, presented a far more physically dominant figure compared to Mayweather, who competed at about 155 pounds. Tyson was renowned for his aggressive style and devastating knockout power, whereas Mayweather built his reputation on elite defensive skills and sharp tactical awareness in the ring. Rogan highlighted this contrast when discussing the greatest boxers, noting that he often favors Mayweather because he got hit less than anyone, underscoring the strategic expertise that contributed to his unblemished career record.
You know, he
Floyd's
stayed in
power
shape.
is nowhere near Mike Tyson's power.
Nowhere near. But I was just saying that Floyd has been pretty active, like as a boxer.
Yeah,
He'd fought Pacquiao recently, you know.
Went to Japan and fought.
Yeah, I mean, he fought the Japanese kickboxer guy, Nazukawa Tenshin. He fought, he was fighting guys like Conor McGregor that we knew Floyd was going to beat them. But he was still active.
Right.
With Mike Tyson, Mike hadn't been active forever. Forever.
He was getting fat for a minute.
Yep, he got real fat.
And he was smoking weed.
The relationship between Mayweather and Tyson has blended elements of both admiration and tension. Their friction is said to trace back to 2001, when authorities conducted a raid on Tyson's Las Vegas home amid sexual assault allegations. Tyson suspected that Mayweather had influenced the investigation, though he later wrote in his memoir that he had made peace with the situation, stating, "I'm good with it now." Despite the earlier strain, Mayweather showed public support for Tyson in 2013, marking a thaw in their rivalry and recognizing the enduring influence Tyson has had on the world of boxing.
Can I ask you about Mike Tyson? Because he was on this show just last week, and at the moment he's currently being profiled, as you'll know, on the channel Being Mike Tyson. That airs tonight as well. But on the show last week, he was talking about the fact that you're probably the last of these box office stars. You know, young guys are looking to the UFC fighters as opposed to traditional boxers, but you're probably the last of those box office stars. What do you say to that?
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion. And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes. Boxing will live on. You know, it's the Mayweather era. Not just myself, but the Mayweather brand. You know, I have my own style, and what I made cool about boxing is not taking punishment.
Tyson has acknowledged Mayweather's exceptional defensive skills and sharp ring strategy. He remarked, "If I were his size in the ring, he would outpoint me," highlighting the precision and technical expertise Mayweather brings to his fights. At the same time, Tyson emphasized the importance of risk-taking in boxing, suggesting that Mayweather's cautious, methodical approach might not resonate with all spectators. Despite these stylistic differences, Tyson continues to hold strong respect for Mayweather's dedication and accomplishments within the sport.
We're different people. I like, what are you talking about? Why did you gotta get involved? He can say it. Why are you involved? All right, listen, as I'm saying, we're different people. So Floyd likes he likes glam, he's very glamorous, and this is what he liked, and I was very, savage. I wasn't that savage, dark, malevolent aura. You know, I was just never the fly, slick, black fighter. You know, I was just very serious and I was just very hard and mean. I didn't like the slickness. It was all about hurting and pain. He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Conor's a beast. Conor's a beast.
Think about no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah. He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years. Yeah. Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star. See, people ain't look at people just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against it.
Tyson has questioned Mayweather's claims to being the greatest boxer of all time. He suggested that true greatness involves more than simply maintaining an unblemished record, emphasizing the significance of public admiration and cultural impact. Tyson pointed out that legends such as Muhammad Ali earned lasting reverence not only through their skill, but also by forging a meaningful connection with fans and leaving a broader mark on society.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends. So sometimes we have to deal with the hand that we were dealt with and accept the friends that we have.
Critics have noted that Mayweather's constant showcase of luxury, especially during times when many people face economic hardship, can seem insensitive. His social media posts featuring private jets, stacks of cash, and other lavish items have drawn scrutiny, with some observers interpreting these displays as reflecting insecurity or a continual desire for the exchange between Tyson and Mayweather. Does Tyson's warning carry real significance, or is Mayweather simply making shrewd financial choices? Share your opinions in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.